All right, in today's video, we will be talking about top AI tools for business in 2025. And we're going to cut through all the marketing hype to get to what real users are actually saying. If you're a business owner, you're probably excited about AI, but let's be real, you're also probably drowning in all the hype. It feels like a new tool drops every day, promising to change everything. So let's get right to it and separate the big promises from what's really happening on the ground. So, these AI companies, they promise us these game-changing results, right? They show these slick demos where everything just works perfectly. But, as a lot of users are finding out, there's often this huge gap between the ad and what you actually get. So, what's really working for people and what isn't? Okay, let's start with the good stuff. We've dug through, hundreds of user reviews, and we've managed to boil it all down to 5 key areas where AI is genuinely making a difference for businesses, like right now. Now, here's what's super interesting about this. The biggest wins people are talking about, they're not some massive revolutionary change. It's the small stuff. It's AI handling those little repetitive tasks that just eat up your day. Think about it. Quickly processing a document or just getting some help writing better emails. It's not about replacing whole jobs. It's just about making your daily grind a little bit smoother. And this comment from a Reddit user, it just sums it all up perfectly. People absolutely love it when an AI tool just fits into what they're already doing. It's not magic, right? It's just practical help with things like planning projects or summarizing your meetings. It just makes the workday feel easier. But of course, it is not all smooth sailing. Nope. For pretty much every benefit that users love, there seems to be a major frustration waiting right around the corner. So now, let's flip the coin and look at the 5 biggest problems people keep running into. And you'll see a lot of these complaints are basically the other side of the benefits we just talked about. Like, yeah, AI can help you write, but when it's not accurate, it actually creates more work, not less. This is where that marketing hype really starts to clash with reality. Let's break down the top 3 of these problems. This quote from a specialist just nails the #1 complaint: accuracy. AI tools are incredible at sounding confident even when they are completely making things up. And this means users have to waste their valuable time fact-checking and correcting the very work they were trying to speed up in the first place. And then there's the cost. Oh, the cost can get out of hand so fast. Take Microsoft Copilot, for example. It's $30 a month for every single user. So if you have a small team of, say, 10 people, that's thousands of dollars a year right there. And on top of that, a lot of these tools have hidden fees you don't find out about until it's way too late. So what happens when you run into a problem? Well, trying to get help can feel totally impossible. We found so many reviews from people just complaining about awful customer service. Just look at this slide. Some users are waiting over a week just to get a response. And that's a super frustrating and super common problem across the whole AI industry. Okay, so with all those pros and cons in mind, how do the big-name tools actually stack up against each other? Let's put them side by side and see where each one really shines and, where they kind of fall short. This table gives you a really great snapshot of the whole landscape. If your team basically lives and breathes Office 365, then yeah, Copilot is a pretty natural fit. But if you're a smaller team focused on projects, something like Notion AI is probably a much better bet. The big takeaway here is that there is no single best AI tool. It's all about finding the one that's best for your specific needs. So if you're just starting to dip your toes into AI for your business, our top recommendation is super simple. Start with ChatGPT Plus. It just hits that sweet spot of being affordable, it's incredibly flexible for all sorts of different tasks, and it's easy for pretty much anyone on your team to pick up and learn. All right, so you know the landscape now. How do you actually choose the right tool for you? Here is a simple, straightforward plan to help you pick wisely and not get totally lost in all the hype. This 5-step process is honestly your best defense against those common frustrations we talked about earlier. For example, starting small keeps you from spending a ton of money on a tool that's just not the right fit. And number 4, testing support before you buy, that's probably the single best way to avoid getting stranded when a problem eventually pops up. So if there's one thing you take away from all of this, it should be this. Think of AI as a really powerful assistant, not some magic replacement. These tools, they can't run your business for you. The absolute best results always come when AI is used to support a great team, not replace it. And that really brings us to the final question you should be asking yourself. Answering this one honestly is what's going to guide you to a much smarter choice for your business. Because, look, a powerful assistant can be a total game changer. But chasing a magic solution, that almost always leads to disappointment. Thanks for joining us on Best AI Apps Review channel. Until next time, keep exploring the future with AI.